Hello everyone, welcome to Chem World, the world of chemistry. I am Sneha and this video consists of plus 2 first year basic concept of chemistry, and we have already studied about law of chemical combination. Now we will study about Avogadro's hypothesis. So Avogadro's hypothesis is all about the temperature and pressure and the volume of gases which is equal to your number of molecules. So Avogadro's hypothesis is been established by Indian chemist Amendio Avogadro, and he said that under similar condition of temperature pressure equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules. मतलब जितना भी आप गैस दे दो, जितना भी गैस आप अलग अलग गैस दो, आपका इक्वल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स वहाँ से आपको मिलेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन टेक हाइड्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन, क्लोरीन in 3 flasks and we can give the similar condition of temperature and pressure. As we know, the normal temperature and pressure of which we have temperature of 273 Kelvin and pressure of 1 atmosphere. So under this condition we have the same molecules inside all the flasks. As for example, hydrogen gas, we are having 3 flask and in the 3 flasks, 1 flask contain hydrogen gas, second is oxygen gas, third is chlorine gas. As we can compare, all the molecules differ in size, mass and etc., but the molecules inside the flask are same of hydrogen, oxygen and chlorine at NTP, normal temperature and pressure. So hypothesis of Avogadro is been successfully done, but a clash between of 2 points came on when we read the theory of Berzelius hypothesis. Berzelius hypothesis is the modification of Avogadro's hypothesis. He says he just cut down the molecules and he just added the atoms, and when he concluded about the atoms or included the atoms, we are well known of Dalton atomic theory. So we have just compared to the Dalton atomic theory to the Berzelius hypothesis. So here Berzelius hypothesis says equal volume of all gases under similar condition and temperature and pressure contain equal number of atoms, but Avogadro's what he said, that equal number of molecules, but here you can see the equal number of atoms. So also he said that when this hypothesis was applied to a chemical reaction involving gases, it was found that even fraction of atoms was also involved in the chemical reaction. So as per Dalton atomic theory, Dalton atomic theory says that half atom of element cannot exist. So how come the Berzelius hypothesis is been so successful that he says that fraction of atoms are been involving in chemical reaction? So as a result of Avogadro's hypothesis, we concluded that a molecule is capable of further subdivision into fraction of half of the molecules. So here is an example that when hydrogen is one molecule and chlorine is one molecule, hydrogen chloride is or hydrochloride gas is 2 molecules. If we say that hydrogen is 1/2 molecule and your chlorine is 1/2 molecule, then it comes 1 molecule of hydrogen chloride. So as simple as that, Avogadro's hypothesis also says that we are having the fraction of molecules in the reaction. So as per the applications, we can see here for application, it is very important application. One is the determination of atomicity of elementary reactions. So elementary gases. So elementary gases, as per example, your hydrogen, oxygen, your ozone, your phosphorus, sulfur, these are the gases we can say, or compounding gases, which I said hydrogen, oxygen, ozone or phosphorus, sulfur. These are the gases or elements, few example for atomicity, but as per compounds we can say hydrochloric, ammonia gas and methane gas. So elementary gases are of in elements and compound form. So what do you mean by atomicity? First, atomicity means the number of atoms in one molecule of element or a compound. एक compound में कितना molecules है, कितने आपके atom है, it is been given by atomicity. So here for example, atomicity of oxygen. What is the atomicity of oxygen? So as per atomicity of oxygen, here it is a reaction, that is hydrogen plus oxygen gives rise to water vapor. So for an example, it has been given that two volumes of hydrogen gives plus 1 volume of oxygen gives rise to 2 volumes of water vapor, H2O. So by applying Avogadro's law, let one volume of each contain n molecules. अगर वो n molecules produce करते हैं, so 2n molecules of hydrogen, n molecules of oxygen is equal to 2n molecules of water vapor. So if we take 1 molecule of hydrogen, half molecule of oxygen, we get 1 molecule of water vapor. So 1 molecule of water vapor contain 1 molecule of hydrogen and half molecule of oxygen. The molecular mass of water vapor has been found 18 AMU. How does it 18 came? 18 came from hydrogen H2. H2 is 1 plus 1 2 and O is 16. So your 2 plus 16 is equal to 18 AMU. And the weight of 2 atoms of hydrogen is 2 AMU. So weight of half molecular oxygen is equal to how much? 18 minus 2 AMU gives rise to 16 AMU. So 16 AMU is the weight of 1 atom of oxygen. So half molecule of oxygen contain 1 atom of oxygen and 1 molecule of oxygen contain 2 atoms of oxygen. So atomicity of oxygen is 2. Next it comes determination of relationship between molar mass and vapor density of a gas. So what do you mean by? First, we know that molar mass has been discussed in last part of the videos, you can see over there. And vapor density of gases is the ratio between the mass of a certain volume of gas to the mass of same volume of hydrogen under similar condition of temperature and pressure. So Vd is equal to mass of volume of the gas and mass of volume of the hydrogen. At NTP, we also say volume vapor density is equal to mass of n molecule of gas by mass of n molecule of hydrogen, or mass of 1 molecule of gas by mass of 1 molecule of hydrogen. Since 1 molecule of hydrogen contain 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 molecule of hydrogen contain 2 atoms of hydrogen, then Vd is equal to vapor density is equal to mass of 1 molecule of gas by mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen. So if you want to know the molar mass of a gas is the ratio of mass of 1 molecule of the gas that to the atom of the hydrogen under similar condition. That is Vd is equal to half into molar mass, or molar mass is equal to 2 into Vd. So vapor density. So we can see a problem how to solve it. 1 volume of hydrogen combined with sulfur to produce 1 volume of gas. So we can write the reaction. Hydrogen plus sulfur gives rise to your gas. So 1 volume of hydrogen gives rise to gas 1 volume. Then n molecule, 1 molecule of hydrogen, 1 molecule of gas, 2 atoms of hydrogen gives 1 molecule of gas. So let 2 atoms of hydrogen combine with n atom of element sulfur. So molecular formula of a gas be H2X, and molar mass of the gas is 2 into vapor density into 2 in what is been given. If the vapor density be 17, what is this molecular formula? So what do you mean by molecular formula? We know that molecular formula is equal to H2X SX. So two atom of hydrogen we know, but we do not know the number. As we got the molar mass is equal to 34, and now we have to get the value of X, the how much atom it contain. So hydrogen is containing 2, so 2 into 1, that means 2 atom of hydrogen into your 1 is the atomic mass, plus X is the atom into 32 is the atomic mass, is equal to your molar mass of the gas, that is 34. Then X is equal to 34 by 34 is 1. So your molecular formula of the gas we contain H2S1. So it is H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide. So it is the Avogadro's hypothesis. So I hope you understand. In next video is of mole concept, and this video is been hello. This video is been done today only, and you can see over here. So if you like my video, then please do like it, and please subscribe it, and if you want you can also share it. And thank you and have a nice day.